First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
If Jason Pierre-Paul just manages to stay on the field and play 16 games, we could have double-digit sack numbers and then some, because over his first 2 seasons in Tampa Bay, 21 sacks, earned himself a new contract, but hasn't been fully healthy. If Jason Pierre-Paul is that guy, look out. We'll see more plays as we just saw there.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
On the carry.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Number 25, LaShawn McCoy, the ball carrier.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From midfield, here's Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
First down, Tampa Bay.
Fournette, a first down carry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than
and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And a short kick taking it about the 16. And will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The connection made. It's Graham. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here comes Miller. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 30.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a first down following a gain of 3. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Trubisky now off the bootleg. And they'll go back to Robinson. This time he's got it. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is a second and 4, ball at the 9. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again. 6-0 our score after 1.
The score, Buccaneers 6, Bears nothing.
Throwing here, Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he is all the way up past the 25.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain. Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady, and that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
7 yards, the pickup there.
To Jimmy Graham.
Well, I haven't met an NFL player yet that doesn't use criticism as an edge, and Jimmy Graham has heard that a number of people think he's near the end of his career. And he didn't put up the numbers he should have put up in Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers. I think he's going to play with a huge chip on his shoulder. Nice catch there. And he wants to show flashes of that form that he exhibited early in his career with New Orleans and Seattle.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cohen. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Cohen's the ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He'll find Miller. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. On to give, this is Cohen. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And Graham's got it. Complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's got Miller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Levante David. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to hit the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
A gain of
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Buccaneers.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Leonard Fournette.
Buster Screen is able to bring him down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's got his guys set up great now. 1st and goal. And the Pigs get it to 7-yard line.
Partner, I don't care how long he plays. Anytime there's a fumble involving Tom Brady.
You think the Raiders are involved?
You think the Raiders are involved. You think it's snowing. And immediately you hear the words, Tuck Rule. And now the Tuck Rule doesn't exist anymore, but that always comes back up with Tom Brady, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, even here, even now.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Bears 7, Buccaneers 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Makes the score, Bears 14, Buccaneers 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Tampa Bay.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brady again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 35-yard line.
Throwing again. Brady. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up.
Yeah, touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you got to think. Go for 2. Tie it up. Go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold. You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the 2nd quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So we come upon halftime here at Soldier Field with the Bears out in front as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
This still a one-possession game, 8 points the difference as we resume action on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. He completes it to Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
28-yard gain.
That's good for 28 yards.
Tampa Bay.
A handoff to Fournette. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He was brought down by
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there, and if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle, keep coming after them, put the pressure on them.
They'll try again with McCoy. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up.
Ryan
Suckup for the extra point. And this is now a one-point game.
Makes the score Bears 21, Buccaneers 20. Ryan Suckup set to kick off.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Levante David in on the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Fournette on the carry.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 45 on second down, Brady. He's got the hook up to Miller.
Complete to Scotty Miller.
11 yards there, first down.
On the play.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A handoff, Fournette running left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
I'm glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. It's complete. It's Miller. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
A gain of 14. And a Buccaneer first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A give to McCoy. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a nice job there, foiling what all offenses try to do, which is control the defensive end in the running game. They want to get to the outside, and if he keeps himself free, stays on his feet, he can make a play just as he did there.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Jones, the ball carrier.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th.
21.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Always thought Allen Robinson was a high flyer from his days at Penn State, and none of that has changed with the Chicago Bears. If you throw the ball out to the perimeter, if it's a 50-50 ball, more times than not, he's going to come down with it. And some say he was the victim of some subpar quarterback play last year. He didn't let that bother him at all. Stud, 98 catches and over 1,000 yards receiving. Allen Robinson just goes out and plays hard each and every week.
From the 41, Trubisky throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete. On 3rd down, Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. A little too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it. Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him. Now Fournette. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Eddie Goldman.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
28-yard gain.
This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
26.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
Again, it's Fournette. Down to the 25. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2-yard attempt.
And Suckup missed it. It's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but it went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. This is caught by Robinson. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Trubisky to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on it, they'd be up in the 300s right now.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Final score, Bears.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Chicago, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week. They'll have a top